Hello and welcome. This is Super Soul Skills with Aoibheann. If you're in any kind of ship, any relationship, romantic relationship, friendship, family ship, and you're on the fence about whether or not you feel comfortable, whether you feel secure in this relationship, there's three things you can ask yourself. You can ask yourself, do you feel safe, seen, and cherished? I talked about this briefly in a previous video, but I've actually done a whole workshop on it with my groups because I feel that it's a really great way to cut through the dross and narrow down into the truth of your ship, okay? There are three fundamental, foundational blocks or foundational stage. Think of like when you're building a house, you have to have the foundation in there. Everybody knows if you don't have a solid, secure foundation, when you build that house, it will crumble. It won't withstand the test of time. It won't withstand the elements, the weather, etc. So it's the same with our relationships. We have to have a good foundation for them to even exist, let alone to expand and develop and grow as we do, because we are constantly changing. We are multi-dimensional individuals. And if your relationship or friendship doesn't create space for that, well then it can't grow with you. Our relationships have to grow with us and allow us to change, allow us to have new perspectives and new understandings and to create new beliefs to live by. So I wrote this out. This is safe, seen, and cherished. The very first question, do you feel safe? Are you safe in this relationship or friendship? When you're with this person, do you feel comfortable? Do you feel you can relax? Or do you feel like you're on eggshells? Do you feel like you're tiptoeing around this person all the time? There should be a sense of safety. An emotional, not just physical safety. I mean, physical safety is very important, obviously, but feeling emotionally safe, feeling spiritually safe with somebody, energetically in your body, comfortable in their presence. And then when you're talking with them, when you're sharing, when you're expressing your true nature, is this happening for you? Do you feel safe? Do you feel seen? This one is can be quite esoteric, can be quite deep in its roots, because we can be physically seen, which is pretty easy, okay? Most people are interpreting you with their physical eyes, but we're talking on an emotional, spiritual, psychological, and physical level. Do you feel seen? Do you feel that this person, when you interact with them, that they are able to connect with you, that they are able to get you, understand you? Do you resonate with them? Do they resonate with you? That's what creates connection. Knowing that you can express yourself, and from a soul perspective, from a psycho-spiritual perspective, you know with this person that you are seen. You're safe and you're seen. I see some couples in relationships, romantic relationships, where one of the people, or even both, don't feel seen. They know the person loves them, they know they care about them, but there's some level of that connection where the other is not seeing the essence, the true colors, the vibrational soul colors of that person. And that will create a feeling of distance and loneliness in a romantic relationship, because deep down inside, since childhood, since our birth, we just want to be seen. And I don't mean, again, physically seen. Anybody can say, oh, look at that person, they're a beautiful looking person. Look at that guy, he's so cute, he's so handsome. That's not the being seen I'm talking about, because you know yourself. Many of us have been seen in a physical light, but it doesn't go deep. You want someone who gets into the roots, the essence of who you are, and who can see that clearly. And then that instills a feeling of safety with that person, because you know when you're with that person, they're always seeing you through the eyes of source, through the eyes of soul. They are always having that perspective of you. And on your bad days or on your down days, they're able to hold that space of soul for you. And that is a beautiful gift to have. When you have that with your friends, if you have that with even one friend, you're doing great. It's a really wonderful experience to have. And absolutely, if you have that in your romantic relationship, wow, that is really important and vital, especially if you're a highly sensitive person. If you're empathic, you're really going to feel the need to be seen. Blu-rays, indigos have a strong desire, and it's built in for them to be seen, because they are here to be seen. They are here to be heard, to be listened to be experienced, so that they can share their wisdom, share their knowledge and guidance, and break down the old paradigms to make way for new, better systems to put into place, or even outside of systems to break down the box and say, what box? And that requires being seen. So if you're an indigo, if you're a Blu-ray, you will feel a sense of lack if you're not being seen, if you're not being heard. So I hope this video inspires you to be more seen and to be more heard and to be more acknowledged in your work and in your opinions and in what you have to say. The other one was being cherished. And actually, before I talk about being cherished, just to say, the angelic souls, the earth angels, and the crystals often don't particularly need or want to be seen. I don't mean that they don't want to be seen in their intimate relationship, because of course they do. I'm talking on a grand scale, where the indigos and the Blu-rays are more inclined to be a big voice of activism or change in the world. Now, crystals are too, angels are too, but in a quieter way, in a more reserved, humble way. And as I always have a disclaimer in my videos, please do not attach to these labels. I am simply sharing what I know from my 22, 23 years working with various soul groups to help you navigate and to understand yourself better. That's all. There is no hierarchy going on here. Definitely not, especially on this channel. We're all even Steven here. But I'm just saying, it can help you identify who you are, what blueprint you come from, so that can give you a sense of belonging. That's the reason I share that information, because I know for many years in my youth, I struggled with having a sense, where do I belong? Where do I fit in? And when Spirit explained these different groups to me, I did feel, I know where I belong now. And that was really enlightening. So that's why we talk about that. Yeah, so the crystals and the angel souls they have more of an inbuilt confidence, and once they know what's going on, which they do, there's a satisfaction in that. Where the Blu-rays, called blue because of the throat chakra, because of the need to express and the need to share that wisdom, to sing it, to talk it, to teach it, there is more of a need to be heard and be seen. Okay, third one was cherished, my favorite one. Another word for this could be treasured. Are you cherished? Are you treasured in your relationships? Do you feel not just safe, not just seen, cherished, loved, appreciated? I hear people say a lot, I just want to be accepted. I want to be accepted for who I am. I would say accepted sounds very limiting. It sounds like you've barely just passed the line, well, we'll accept you. You've been accepted. Maybe I'm getting into semantics here with linguistics, but I feel you should be cherished, you should be treasured, you should be absolutely loved and adored, you should be appreciated, and there should be a sense of awe when you're with that other person. The deepest connections always have this beautiful sense of awe about them. Whether it's, your best friend, the two of you just have this rich, beautiful sense of, wow, I really like you. I think you're cool. I think you're fantastic. And there's that lovely awe. And the best relationships, the best romantic couples that are long lasting and happy and have this really colorful, rich tapestry of experience together, I've noticed there's always a sense of awe. There's always a sense of appreciation and gratefulness, gratitude for having that person as a partner. Doesn't matter how much time passes, there's always a sense of, wow, I'm such a lucky person to be with this amazing soul. And they are beautiful characteristics to have in your relationships and in your family connections and with your friends as well. So yeah, I just wanted to share them. Safe, seen and cherished. Check out the vagina monologues. The lady who wrote that is responsible for these 3 beautiful, important, educational foundations of our relationships as we build them. Jane Fonda has talked about it as well. I love Jane Fonda. I think she's a really self-realized, enlightened woman. I really do love her. So ask yourself now, think about your current relationship, think about your current friendships, think about who you're interacting with, especially on a daily basis. Do I feel safe? And it's, do you feel safe? Not what other people think you're safe or not. It's not what your mother thinks, it's what you think. Do I feel safe? Do I feel seen? Am I cherished? I leave you with those activating questions and reflective thoughts for your meditation. Namaste.